Any village plan, of course, has to come from the residents and parish councillors and take account of present needs as well as look to the future. In the course of this Pidley-cum-Fenton consultation, among the many and diverse views expressed, some themes seemed to emerge. Much on many people's minds were volume of traffic, speeding, and the number of heavy lorries going through the village. Possible action points include an immediate review of possible traffic calming measures, including speed cameras and village access pinch points. On the very fast B1089 near the Mad Cat pub, a crossing or perhaps a lollipop lady for the children crossing for the school bus at morning rush hour. A possible restriction on heavy lorries coming through, as other local villages have. Fen Road has seen much increased traffic with the arrival of the Lakeside Lodge facilities, the caravan park and the paintball. It is single track in parts and has no speed restriction. Rectify. There is reported to be a house on a corner in Fenton which has suffered repeated traffic accidents. Some protection for this, a short section of crash barrier. The second theme to emerge was a lack of pavements and footpaths. Possible action points include review of pavements along Warboys Road to create a safe walking route for all ages and levels of mobility. Consideration of a footpath along Fen Road, particularly important when the caravan site is busy. Creation of a footpath or pavement to Somersham. New dog poo bins to help keep footpaths clean. Emptying arrangements to be researched. Theme 3. Building and development. Often contentious in many communities, sharply diverging views were expressed. There was no enthusiasm for any large-scale estate-style development. There was concern that the village, while we await new census data believed to be among the smaller in the county, would need some additional housing to sustain local facilities. Possible action points include revisit the planning decision against a new shop in the village. Review possibility of building one or two or a few sheltered bungalows and starter homes, perhaps to be offered at low cost or held in a community trust. Seek better, faster guidance and liaison with planning authorities to produce much speedier action. The fourth theme, much evident among the younger families but well supported elsewhere, was a call for a playground or play area, and perhaps a youth club. There are no play facilities at all in the village, and some split, with a representative of an older group fearful of creating gathering points for troublesome teenagers, while many others want play facilities available now, and are aware that there may be some outside finance available to help. Possible action points include explore ways of trying to draw the different groups together. Find volunteers among the parents of young families who might join the Village Hall and Social Club Committee or even the Parish Council. See whether the Parish Council collectively and the Village Hall and Social Club Committee will support some provision here. If committee support is there, contact the parochial church council about this possible use for the field they own next to the village hall and lease to the community. If the PCC is not in accord or this otherwise fails, look for another field along Warboys Road where a landowner might be sympathetic. The fifth main theme to emerge was the village hall. This drew much praise for its self-sufficiency and the wide range of activities it hosts. There was concern that not all sectors of the community used the hall much. In particular, some saw the social club, while active and successful, as largely a drinking club, like an old working men's club, someone reported. Not really attractive to the younger mums and families, and offering little to children and very little to under 14s. A representative of the Village Hall and Social Club Committee, though, was very open to new representatives of a younger age group joining the committee and organising additional events or activities for new groups of users. Possible action points include looking for new volunteer committee members, seeking out new activities that might draw enough support to become self-sufficient, consideration of whether outside funding might be available to extend the hall with PCC involvement to add community rooms, a non-alcohol serving social area or indoor play area, or other amenities. One final theme was speed and responsiveness in decision making. More than one parish councillor reported frustration with the slow pace of district and county councils, and with the parish council's lack of powers to meet local needs. For councillors and officials working closely together over long periods, there is a risk of going native, becoming so aware of the constraints and pressures on good individuals that those constraints and pressures, the process it might be called, come to take precedence over the needs and aspirations of the community served, the real purpose of these so valuable public bodies. Possible action points include seeking district and county council engagement in developing faster, more responsive ways of engaging so that local need can be acknowledged and met on a much more timely basis. In these times of financial stress, it is important to ensure that the councillors and paid officials remain focused on serving communities, not just on retrenchment and survival until better days return. They may not. Where resource is tight, everywhere, look for innovative, effective, lower-cost ways of meeting need, perhaps involving significant change to other priorities and concerns. Footpath standards would be one example. Another would be a requirement for accidents to have happened before a pedestrian crossing can be considered. Other issues might be embedded in the planning framework and process, or even in administrative and legal hindrances in the way of providing play equipment and youth workers. To restate, these suggestions have emerged from the parish plan consultation process, but they have been compiled for an outside agency, Cambridgeshire Acre. It is for the people and councillors of Pidley-cum-Fenton to reject these entirely, pick and choose among them, or develop a new definitive set of action points commanding community support. We wish them well in that process.